Knights, 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 knights.
What is up, everybody? Yeah, that does look better. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Now you done mess up your audio. Mess up your video, mess up your audio. What is up, everybody? While Jake figures out what the hell happened over there, I see Brian, Pat, Mike. Don't hear you. Victor. Oh, hold on. Let me. No, it says you're muted on my end. There's a little X on your audio on my side, but I can't do anything. Freon Leon, what is up? Modern Comfort. Technical difficulties for like the last 10 minutes, basically. And I'm on a time crunch today. Who else did I see in here? I see what you guys were talking about earlier. What's up, Matt? There he is.
Are we here?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking no. Technology's for the birds, bro. Suck a bag of balls.
Jake's already deflated. As
It's just ruined. I was so hyped for this, bro. I, like, overnighted it and everything, and it...
What did you get?
I have no idea. Ecamm. It's the only thing that was a 4K smart cam S. Ecamm. EME.
Did I have that one.
Yeah,
It needs a lot
and it
of
works,
adjusting.
right? How do you adjust it, bro?
In the settings, you'd have to go and like what you saw before the show, like the brightness and all that. You're gonna have to tone it down.
Through what?
Oh, through their desktop software.
Bruh, I have an iPad.
I have no idea if there's a way to do it on a mobile, but that's the one thing I didn't like about it. It was a little bit too like overexposed.
Heavily, yeah. I'd say that shit was so
you're
ass,
on
bro.
an iPad, right?
Yeah,
That is actually pretty decent.
yeah. I just hate whatever. It is pretty decent, isn't it, Adrian? That's what I fucking do. I guess I don't. And I bought this little adapter to fucking. All right, well that's $50. It was like $60, $59, whatever.
Well, you can try it again.
Hey,
or
guess what?
return
Guess
it.
what, man? We're here. No, let's go. Come on. Let's fucking take over the world, bro. Like HVAC Knights do, brother.
Oh, look, we got another question here.
I didn't even
What
bring
the
in
hell?
my... Bro, did you not? Yeah, of course he's a knight, dude. That's fucking Kurt. Kurt the Knight. Like, that's literally
OG.
his name. I mean, if you look, he still talks about us. No, he doesn't. He doesn't talk about us.
That's a whole other thing.
Kurt hates Adrian. That's what it comes down to.
Pat bought the InstaLink 2 and he loves it. I'm currently shooting on the InstaLink 2C because I didn't want the gimbal on it. And I think it looks pretty good.
That's what I was gonna get, but it was 2 days, and I wanted it for today.
Today,
and this was
yeah.
the only. This was the only overnight thing.
Now you have another week.
Here's the problem, though. It's still an iPad. Like, but it's the iPad Pro. It's the M4, right? So it's like it's the new guy. This should be fucking whatever. It's working. We're here, guys. We're gonna be at AHR Live 2026. Yay! I'm so annoyed.
Calm down, Jake, before you get the shits.
It's too late. It's too late. I didn't even have time. I didn't bring my fan out here, so I'm fucking sweating.
Well, I'm probably going to have to dip out before we normally end it anyway. I just got right before we got on, I got the approval text.
Did you get approval?
Trying to reschedule it as much as I could. It's like, fuck.
How much what you charge for the job, bro?
It's gonna be a lot. I can tell you that much.
You,
See,
you
here's
make sure
my.
to use.
What?
Hey, real quick though, when you collect invoices, what do you use? Like, how do you collect invoices?
Well, we're commercial. We email out and text out through Jobber.
Right. You can use like Zelle and stuff through Jabber, right?
I didn't know that. People have been paying with card.
I'm just saying, brother. If you
Is that
just
one of
need
the
a
new
little extra, if you need a little extra stash in the bank account, just fucking, just be like, hey, I'm Adrian. I'll sell you. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no.
I'm just annoyed. I'm just annoyed. Sorry.
Well, I thought I was annoyed.
Knights.
So, what you doing? I got a blower motor to change out, which I'm really. It's not gonna take me long, and I literally just got here right before I got on.
Because you're the man. You're dedicated.
Pick up some stuff.
And we appreciate you.
Well, I wanted like at least 30 minutes just to sit down and see what the chat's up to and all that kind of stuff. Like I literally been running around all day. I've been in the sun all day. I really was trying to push this for tomorrow, and this is how far it went because I literally had to go right before they closed to pick up this motor. It's a 460 motor for a RTU. It's the only location that has 460 volts, and it's a big ass motor. So I went over there and I'm like, hey, can we put this under warranty? Because it's like on the tail end, and they didn't have it, and I was like, I can get it tomorrow. Like I was telling them, I can get it for you tomorrow under warranty. But they wanted it done right now.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, that goes from a couple $100 to probably closer to 1,000. So we'll see.
Did you guys all see Kurt's recent video about the $270 part?
Yeah, but it didn't work for me because they went with the more expensive route.
No. So that's what my point was going to be. I've ran into that situation where the customer, like in that situation where like, oh, he was quoted $2,000.
Well,
I've been in a point where like one of the last jobs I worked at, the previous company I was at was it was a OEM Carrier, which everybody knows Carrier just charges out the wazoo for OEM parts, right? And it was one of them 16-pin connectors. Ended up being like 1875. You know what I mean? And I gave him the option for a generic versus that, and the customer went with that one. So like, I practically charged $2,000 for a blower motor. You know what I mean?
Damn.
So,
well, this is the other way around. Only because it's not warranty. Like the OEM would have came out cheaper because it was going to be covered, but they
just need it.
I don't understand. It's a pizza place. Everybody picks up their pizza. The kitchen AC is working fine. This is for the front. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, it's for the whole space, brother. Okay, because if the whole space ain't cooling, are they
Nobody
even working?
eats there. Nobody freaking eats there. But
brother, when I was there 2 weeks ago, we were sitting in the front of that spot when you took me there. You were like, yeah, that's the best pizza joint in town.
Oh, Mike, yeah, I'm charging overtime because I literally picked it up right at 5. Like, it was going to be an overtime call whether I went right that minute or I had to come home to get some stuff. But either way, like, it would have been overtime. So there's no way around it. $1,500. Well, this motor was only like $500.
Only? Look, hold on.
Well, it's it.
Hold up, brother. Let me just put this in my thing real quick. I want to because I have my mathematics here. What are you charging per hour there?
We're at regular 95 an hour.
What are you charging after hours?
It's like 150 an hour.
Oh, nice. I would start charging that regularly. But
oh wait,
all right,
something like that. Yeah.
Motor alone 500. What's your margin? What do you guys shoot for?
How do you do it? Percentage or?
Yeah. So like, do you want 30%, 40%? Like, what kind of markup?
I guess 40.
I'm gonna go 30. That's what Yo,
Let me do my math.
just alone in the motor, brother, it should cost them $1,200.
Well,
That's what I would try. It
I
would be
won't go that.
1205, 35, and so how long is it going to take you? An hour to do?
Yeah, I can knock it out in an hour.
What was the drive time to get the motor and then back to the job? Total.
For that one in particular, probably less than an hour, probably 30 minutes.
All right, so we're going, brother. That's $1,900 all day long.
Probably won't be that high.
Different market.
And
But
yeah, so I was like, screw it. And I'm also waiting because there was a storm that passed through, and it rained like really. It rained a lot, but it was passing, so I was like, I know it's gonna pass right now, and it's also hot at this time, so I was like, yeah, I'll give it 30 minutes.
it works out. Yeah, exactly. You're like, works for me.
Look, this customer, I am 1 foot out the door, honestly, and that's kind of what I wanted to get into, but I don't know if I'll have time to get into everything. But
come on, quick.
They use multiple companies, and I know
fire.
they don't, and I know they don't want us at most of these locations. They got a buddy.
Okay. Yeah, that's the one you always talk about generally. Where it's like, oh my god. So I went to one today, commercial spot. This job, commercial spot I won, I don't know, 6 months ago. And now did 250,000 with them.
Pat, I had to argue with my dad to get it from $40 or $45 an hour.
What's Pat say? 95?
But they're at
120.
Yeah.
I'm 300 an hour. Not totally different. Again, we're flat rate. Different. But yeah, no, we had the similar situation, right? It's like, oh, we always still got to get it. If like the quote is above a certain percentage or whatever what they can approve on site, they have to get a second opinion to come in. And I was like, dude, just shoot me a fucking text. Let me know what they tell you, and I'll see if I can just beat it for shits and giggles. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
That sucks though. So it's one that you don't even. But hey, you got the job. You're gonna make money, and you're like, I'll do it. Well, see, and he's gonna make content. You know what I mean? So he's gonna have a sponsored video coming up.
Me,
so you can.
Yeah, it's just me bitching the whole time.
It is, yo. But you do it in such a monotone way, so it's good.
Okay, well, see, look, so like. And I have another video, but I was so annoyed that I didn't even like record the actual job. I just forgot.
Yeah.
So this is what I was going to get into, because I had made a story, which is funny because my views were a little bit lower early in the week. And then I posted that one story about that old man, and it got a shit ton of views.
Yeah.
And everybody was liking it.
That's so funny.
So we had a maintenance contract with this one customer that I am, like I said, 1 foot out the door, kind of like whatever at this point. Whatever happens, happens. Now, it's good money, so I don't turn it down. And I try to always look at things now as a business owner. Like the first half of my career, like 10 years or so, I just wanted to be an employee. I didn't look at it that way. Now, I'm a little more calm. I don't know what you call it, crash out as much anymore. I try not to.
Look at you youngster.
But we have maintenance, and our new guys are actually, they helped me with it this time, and we added the walk-in boxes and the refrigeration to it, right? So I did need help because it went from like maybe 2 or 3 AC units per location to 2 3 AC units plus 1 or 2 walk-in boxes plus some coolers, right? Some little coolers. I was like, yeah, if we can spend a day there with a couple of guys, that helps a lot. Move it along. So they went out to one that I know, and I should have warned them, but I didn't think that they would have an issue, to one of the hostel locations, because there's a certain area, and past that, we don't really get calls. So they went out there, and one of my guys told me, and it's all a learning experience, because my dad was like a little annoyed with some of the maintenance recently because there's been issues, and I'm like, that's always going to happen. You're going to find problems or something's going to go wrong. They just have to know how to handle it and talk to the customer. And basically they went to go do this walk-in box, and my guy was like, I took pictures, some of the ECM fan motors, which I hate, were dancing around. Are you okay?
Yeah, they're dancing around, bro. Keep going. I'm just
So
working
two
on
of them
my
were
end.
giving out, and I don't know if it's from them turning off the power and turning it back on that they stopped working. But he says that they weren't really working to begin with. After they leave, he takes pictures and uses their app to submit those pictures. Hey, 2 motors are bad, right? And then he leaves. And that's kind of what I've told them to do. That's what I've trained them to do, like some of the stuff that they've done. I just didn't tell him to go drag a manager over and show them because that's what I do. And I didn't think about it. So after they leave, we get a, oh man, I got to Zell you that super chat.
What? Damn, Dev. Shout out to the homie. Nah,
Happy birthday.
bro.
Happy belated birthday.
Appreciate it. Thank you,
leave that up
sir.
there. So that they left and we got a text, or my dad sent me a screenshot, or the guy sent a screenshot of, hey, this was the store manager telling like the general manager, the area manager, whatever. Hey, the guys that were here cleaning, after they left, now the motors are not working and they're trying to blame it on the guys, right?
Yeah.
So we try to explain it to them. I got approval to go back and change them out. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. I'll do it. I went over there yesterday, and as soon as I walked in, just it felt hostile. And then every time, and he only did it when I would step outside, because there's like I was working by the back door, so I had to go get stuff from my van and come back in. Immediately as I stepped out, I think he was trying to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But all I heard was like, if it ain't broke, and I don't know what, and I would walk out. And I went back in, and I'm like, and I'm looking around, and I'm like, what the hell? And then I had to go back out again, and I heard it again.
School, bro.
I heard it 3 times. And the last one, I stepped out.
It would have been on.
No, I stepped out, but I waited, and I heard it again, and I turned around. I'm like, who has a problem? And there was like 4 guys there, and they all looked at me, and I'm like, somebody's yelling something. Who has a problem? And it was a little freaking old man in the back laughing. And he's like, yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm like, what the hell does that mean? And then the manager had to intervene. I mean, I wasn't going to do anything. It's not worth it. But
brother, let me tell you something. You know, I have a line that I said one time on a job site. It was great. I said, I don't give a fuck how old you are. I will beat an old man's ass. Because these old heads always think they can say something.
Look, and I have a video, but I was so pissed that I didn't even record. But I recorded like me before and me after. But
yeah,
that manager intervened and he took out his AirPod. He's like, what's the problem? I'm like, I don't know. One of your guys has a problem with me. I'm assuming he thinks I broke something, right? Or one of my guys did. And we explained to you guys what happened. And then he's like, no, it's just a saying, bro. It's just a saying. Like, don't worry about it, or don't take it personal. I was like, all right. I see. It's like 4 against 1. I see it. All right. So I just went in, did my job, and I took off. I was like, whatever, dude. And that old man, it freaking was just washing dishes and throwing out trash. I'm like, why do you fucking care?
Yeah, that dude. I'm gonna catch a charge that day. I doubt it. I wouldn't have. Not at all. But
I was trying not to tell my dad about it because he was asking me. He's always like, how'd it go and this and that. And then I was like, well, I had a little altercation. I don't know if they're gonna say anything. And he wanted to go over there today. I was like, no, it's not worth it, dude.
Yo,
like, dude.
Pops is diesel too. He's like, yo, you got something to say? Like, yo, we about the same age.
That's his favorite thing to do. If anybody messes with us, he shows up.
I love it. Yo, yeah. I mean, he's a little intimidating. I will say, if I seen Pops walk in, I'll be like, yo, Cholo, chill. Like, we good.
My dad used to volunteer a lot at like school events when I was like in elementary and middle school and stuff. Everybody was terrified of him because he was like jacked back then. Yeah,
I mean, he's still pretty fucking cock diesel whenever he's in the videos. He still gets around, So it's like, yeah, I got nothing to lose. That's how my dad is, bro. Like, my dad just like doesn't give a fuck either. Like, he'll go in there, say whatever he has to say. Like, they got that old school, like, but that's how, like I say, used to just handle things, Now we gotta be like, professional because of my Google
Yeah.
reviews might go down, bro.
Yeah.
If I lose a star, nobody's gonna call me. Oh
See,
man.
and that's what I was telling him. I'm like, I didn't want to. I wanted to just make sure that they knew that I wasn't gonna, you know, not take. I don't know if I would say not take it, but like I wanted to confront him a
Nah,
little
good for
bit.
you, bro.
And
1,000%.
I'm just upset because it wasn't even my call, right? It was our apprentices. I don't want them to be, scared or I can't like intimidated. So I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
if you got a problem, let me know, and we can talk it
No,
out.
you did your thing, bro. You did what you're supposed to do as a superior. You know what I mean? And you had the company's back. I mean, we've all been there. I mean, if everybody's
it's been a
been in
while.
the field, and yeah,
It's been a while though.
I
Every now
went
and then,
back.
because I just tell them every now and then, somebody's gonna try and blame you for something, or someone's gonna give you shit about it. Just explain yourself, and as long as you did the work correctly and you cleaned up after yourself, and I made sure I did that because I made a mess in there. It was a huge walk-in box. I had to take it completely apart, and I was like, I wanted to leave, but I was like, I'm gonna clean up, tidy up everything, make sure everything's perfect before I get out of here.
My man. Yeah.
Pat.
No. What is that? Nah, he ain't got times for that shit. I recently went to one. It wasn't my job, but like, I'm at a point where I'd be like, yo, this looks like shit. So whoever did this I'd call that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. But like now it's like, it's another fellow quote unquote craftsman, tradesman, yada yada yada. They installed a unit for this guy and it's just leaking. They put it on his platform. There's a gap around the back about this thick, sucking in fucking the hot attic air, right? So, and then it's like bowed on either side, and it's just leaking water. I'm like, well, there's your problem, bro. Like realistically, and then like probably about 6 inches of the upper cabinet door is blocked by a bulkhead in the closet. I'm like, dude. I told him, I was like, realistically, this should be cut out so we can like access it. He's like, yeah, I had 3 other quotes and they told me that. I'm like, well, you know what I mean? It's like, and he's like, whatever. But I was like, I didn't bash the company, and I was being professional. I was like, you can say what you got to say, but like the older me, like you handled your work there, bro. You're like, you could have 1,000%, probably 5, 6, 7, 10 years ago, been like.
Fuck you.
You know what
fuck
I mean?
This, fuck everything.
yeah, and like
You're cool. Fuck you.
Yeah, straight up. Fuck your couch. You know what I mean? But like, we've all kind of gotten to those levels where you get past. I mean, there's always gonna be one though that's gonna trigger you, bro. You know something's gonna happen.
Yeah, there was one, and I wasn't there, but I don't think my dad was there either. It's the one that cussed out my cousin for like a leak that they warned him about. And I don't think they did anything. I think they just like let them yell and then they left. I was like, man, if I was there, that would have triggered me. But see that's the whole thing, because you mentioned even bashing other companies. I used to do that too because I didn't know better, right? And then like I got feedback that's not very professional. I was like, I guess, right?
It's not gonna,
It's not gonna help you any. It's not gonna do any change anything. Yeah. So I don't know why I didn't mention it last time, because you asked me about because I told you that Olive Garden knockoff. We don't even do work for them. I don't care anymore. It's
was it Fazoli's?
No. Do you have Macaroni Grill?
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay, it was Macaroni Grill, dude. They ran us. It was overtime all the time, nighttime. They still complained about a lot of crap. That's the one that almost kicked my ass because I got there and it was a graveyard of compressors on the rooftop. It was a cut up Lennox unit with the wiring everywhere. I'm like, what the hell did they do? And I have pictures of like where they bypassed the compressors but not the blower motor, and it's literally like snowing inside. And I have pictures of that stuff. And we went in there and I did so much for them. I fixed everything. It took me like a week. Fixed everything. And we had them for a good while, but then they would just start complaining about this and that. And that was one of those, because that's what this reminds me of. It's like that time I was like ready to let them go, because I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like, you guys want everything free. We've helped you so much. The same thing with this customer. We've done so much for them. We've done even because my dad just brought it up, the whole thing. I think you mentioned it recently, like where somebody's selling something or they want to just push something, and then you go in there and it's just like a small part here or there, right? And
Yeah.
like they're grateful at the time, which they were grateful because somebody was trying to sell a whole. It was a weird ass thing that they were gonna do because they were gonna add another AC unit. I'm like, you don't need another AC unit, or like to upgrade the tonnage and I don't know what. So you don't need all that crap. We balanced their air and it solved it. I was like, you didn't have to get a whole new system. But yeah, now we get shit like this where they call other companies. They flat out told us it's because they're cheaper. They don't charge overtime. I was like, you get what you pay for.
I had one like that yesterday. I charge kind of an astronomical rate for after hours because generally I just don't want to do it. And if they're willing to say yes, I make more money, obviously. But it's like,
I don't know if this comes out. You see that?
Bro, that looks pretty good to me, actually. I mean, that's factory, brother. That is. That looked like a stalagmite.
Oh, the freaking brightness keeps going up. That is the the other company's work. So, just to show you.
Yeah, you're just like, yeah, exactly. But you know what's crazy is like, they don't see it, so they don't give a shit. You know, which is terrible because you could be like, you could sit there all day, and this is what we do. This is what if you listen to any of these sales guys, like, well, what do you do differently? Like, yeah, I do the right stuff. That's the difference. Pride. Like, I was talking to Joe Shear this week. He just installed a system, and he told me what the price was. So I was like, bro, he's like, I was probably a little bit under than where I should have been. My expenses were this. I'm like, what you know and what you do, like the type of work. It was easily 25, 30,000. Where other companies for the same job, because he had a relocated unit, yada yada yada. It was an 18 SEER. They would have charged 40, 45, like in our market. You know what I mean? But this dude knows what he's doing, just like you know what you're doing, just like other people in the chat know what they're doing. I'm not going to say me because I wing it, right? But
yeah, see, like with those installs, because I've come across them. I've told you about the other guy that another it's a completely different customer.
The same guy
has used somebody to do installs. No, it's a different one. So
you got another guy that just sucks ass.
Yeah, we have two major accounts that I would say are fast food. One of them is this one. I don't know who the company is because it's a unmarked van every time I go by and see them. They don't even letter their van or put their name or anything. I don't know who they are. The other one that has done like strictly the installs for this other account is the guy that I know that was asking us for help and work and stuff. Those, I just take pictures now. I take pictures when I'm there and I see one of his installs. I'm not going to say anything at the time, but I have it just in case.
Yeah, straight up. You're like, yeah, I'm ready for this at all times.
Which I'll bring it up on the next show because I was trying to sort out the photos I have of just his work so we can take a look at it.
Man, people would just give him hell, huh?
What's up, Rhodes?
There he is. How's the old business owner doing, huh?
I think he's doing pretty good for himself.
He's crushing it, bro. With his time-lapse coil clean. Nah, dude, you gotta stretch that out to like a 10-minute video, okay?
Eight pays the bills.
That's what it just it doesn't have to be. Ooh. Shots fired. Bro, show us the other one.
I didn't say anything.
Show us the other one.
Oh, this one? Oh, this one's just a knockoff, dude.
but I would they took the exact logo or whatever that molded imprint is on that it's the same exact thing, right?
I think it's meant to be repurposed. It has to be.
Right? No, 1,000%. Like it's white labeled, right? Or in this case, it's black labeled. Yeah. Bro, they just put a sticker on it. Refrigeration technologies. What the fuck are we doing? We're just putting stickers on things.
I'm not going to say anything. The last time I did, I got so many emails.
Well, it's okay. I'll say it because I have no affiliation. literally just put a sticker on something and call it their own, right?
Yeah.
Do you concur?
Now, when I said it, I got all everybody
They
riled
don't
up.
listen. They don't listen to this, but you can
Nobody
clip it. You can
listens
take,
to
or
this
you can
show.
just take a picture, right? And be like, spot the difference, and they're gonna say the red handle and the sticker.
Look, I'm gonna, because I shared it in a story, and I got a lot of laughter out of
How
it.
much? Real quick, how much did the blue one cost?
Okay, here's the other
No,
thing.
I don't want to go by deals.
No.
Okay.
They matched the price. They were both a 2-pack for 14 down to the cents, $14.95.
Okay.
Matched price. Now, if you guys go to my tool link, you can get one of these off of Amazon for a 2-pack for $8.
Ooh, so half the price.
Slashing prices. And
Damn.
well, actually, it works out that it's purple because I use New Calgon, and their cleaner that I use is purple too. So
I'm gonna call that blurple. Okay. It's midnight blue.
Neither of these companies selling this product inject plastic parts. That's how everything's made. It's what do you call that? Oh, there's a
Injection
name for
blow
it.
mold.
No, but like when you repurpose or
Oh, it's like that thing we had a conversation about this week where they white label it, right?
yeah, but there's another
it.
word like when it's one manufacturer that gives to everybody. I forgot. There's a term for it.
Figure it out, bro. Manufacturer.
You know how many companies are white label? A lot of them.
All of them.
There was another one. Well, Diversitech does a lot of crap too.
Private label, white label, or private label? Common example. One factory.
No, like when they
brands.
outsource, like somebody makes something, but they outsource it to several companies.
No, I get. Yeah, you're good. I mean, that's like where people buy like freaking New Era hats and get somebody to put it in rebranded.
I don't know. I can't think. Right, my brain's like fried right now. Yeah, like we've actually had conversations with some white label AC companies. I mean, I'm excited to see if we can get something good at a cheaper price because honestly,
if it's the same damn thing.
They're like for like, and they just put a different name on it
all day long, bro.
Because all we have here is Carrier, and that is another one that is basically white labeled. If you go look at other brands,
boom. That's like whenever you look at all these other, you know, whatchamacalls it, like you said, yeah, you're whatever.
So yeah, if anybody here, because JB got wind of my post last time when I blocked them for it. So if anybody here snitches on me,
you're an asshole. No,
I'm gonna post like what you said. I'm gonna post just a picture of the two, no context, no caption.
Just say spot the difference. Spot the difference and add it. I'll do it with you. Everybody in the chat, let's all do it. If you all got it.
I might do a video on this kind of stuff eventually. See, new refrigeration.
Whoa, Megan, slow down.
Well, John Pastorello.
That handgun ain't that sprayer gun ain't made in house though.
The John Pastorello, he's a chemist. He does all this stuff himself, and he's innovated a lot. I think he's come up with a lot of this stuff because he's done it since way back when. I get it, and he makes sure that it's the safest, and I commend him for that because I was thinking about it like doing a video, like I said, like you can literally eat their cleaners. Now, would I tell my technicians to eat cleaner? No.
Take a shot, bro. Take a shot.
No. So I mean, I don't. It's okay. Like I use the Kitchen Safe one from New Calgon, and Refrigeration Technologies has like a handful of products, right? A lot of supply houses do not carry Refrigeration Technologies, or they only carry that red aerosol can, and Nylog. I think that's another one. everything else is going to be New Calgon in that supply house. New Calgon makes so many different items. Like, they're not the best at one thing, but they offer so many. So that's kind of like, you know, my counter to that, right? Like, I get it. There's a lot of people that love refrigeration technologies. I get it, because I every time I make a comment or a statement, I get those emails or messages.
They got a great brand awareness. Like they did good marketing, right?
They used to.
That's what was really like. It looks cool when you see it. Like if I was gonna buy a can of
the
Viper,
branding, yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if you had a can of the New Calgon non-rinse versus some Viper, I'm buying the red Viper all day. Just one.
The red can in particular, but that's New Calgon finally redid their freaking logo, so I will give them that. They're finally upgrading them.
But they don't have a Viper, bro, so it's not.
No, they got a big hawk on theirs.
Oh, they do have the hawk. Yeah, but it's like too like. But here's the thing: it's not as.
They should have made it purple instead of black. It's just a black can.
Would have been, and they should have made it a Raven. Baltimore Ravens.
There you go. My dog popped a Venom Pack cleaner. Oh, the dude ate it. He was farting bubbles. See, you know what? Eat it. I mean, there is that.
I don't like those fucking Venom Packs, though. I think they're stupid.
They're cool. They're cool.
No, they pop in the back of my van. Like, they're just dumb.
Yes. Okay. They have those videos of them throwing off a roof, and your favorite thing, throwing shit off a roof. Yeah. But yes, the blue one, I will say, don't like. And I caught one of my guys buying a New Bright. I was like, don't buy the blue one from any brand. Buy the orange, yellow cleaner, whatever, the microchannel safe one from any brand. But the blue one in particular, I had the Venom Pack, and yes, it got everywhere in my new van, and I was so pissed because it just popped. It just
floors all white and crystally, shelving all white and gross. Like, you're just like,
yeah. Like, so I can't even carry the Venom Pack brightener, and I don't want to, but they're not indestructible.
Because I would only use what? What would you only use?
For me, it's a Tri-Power.
Of course, dude. From who?
New Calgon.
Shout out. Good stuff. Good stuff. I don't have a particular cleaner to.
Did you see whose marketing they copied? Branding is a whole other thing. I think they did well with the branding. The Viper, like Jake said, their marketing. I like. Personally, I like more informational, educational content. I'm just going to say that. And New Calgon is starting to do that in the other.
And that's what they do. Like, if you're going to pick a difference, right? Like, scientific and educational versus, like, you know, like, oh, it's a clickbait and, you know, what's going to get viral hits? You know, like, bro, like.
Yeah.
All that. Yeah. Like, so give me a product that actually gives a shit about the product versus
personal preference. I could hear John Pastorello talk about chemicals and cleaners all day. That's what I would consider.
Well, his initial story about the freaking what's that stuff? That blue stuff? Hilarious, right? What's the shit that people put on? You know what I'm saying? Mini splits, Nylog, right?
Yeah. What about it?
His story. He was on your podcast. He talked about it. Wasn't it?
Oh, I loved when he was. That's one of my favorite episodes.
Great, like those would drive you. Like, you know, he's talking about like, oh, I named it. What did he name something because of a condom? You know what I mean? Like, it's just funny. Like, the only reason I came up with it was because
he threw me off. I didn't expect him to be like that.
Yeah, he's old school.
I'm not using brightener. There's a lot of people that still use a brightener, and I always try to tell them not to. And if they don't listen, they don't listen. But my guy said he bought one the other day, and I was like, return that shit and get a microchannel safe. And we've been trying to use less and less cleaner as we do more maintenance.
I was gonna say I'm a level with you. I rarely use cleaner, but if I do want an evaporator, it's gonna be Viper. Like yeah. I mean, that's what I use. But quite frankly, I mean, in the time I've done even social media, like I've done, I think maybe 2 coils with cleaner, in 4 years.
So I've been telling the guys, if you can, just use water at first, unless it's like really caked
yeah,
or like
for sure.
horrible, then get the cleaner. But you can definitely use
I mean,
water or very little cleaner.
but I will say, if I was buying product, just basically sheer, because at Tropic Supply in Orlando, they have on one side of the shelf it's New Calgon, other side of the shelf is Refrigeration Technologies. I'd lean to Reefer Tech, bro. I'm sorry.
For the aerosol, or for you have the other cleaners.
Just the other stuff too. I don't.
So
It
you have
just
the
looks cooler.
venom packs.
No, fuck that. I told you I bought them and they just all burst. I'm like, I'm done. I threw them out. I was pissed. One popped. I'm like, I'm done. So I got the
Dude,
gallon
I just
jugs.
got my van when that one popped. I was so upset.
That's what same with me. It was in the old van, the big boy, and it, like, it was pristine. I kept it clean and it popped. I'm like,
Mark,
so
Mark's
upset.
like, what did I miss?
Oh man. Honestly though, like I said, I know like the brown for New Calgon's super powerful, if I'm not mistaken, right? Is that the very strong one?
The which one? I'm trying to read comments.
It was brown.
Oh, there's like, because I had the Diversitech package that it was cleaners, and that one has like a super heavy duty one.
What I liked about the Diversitech ones is they were just these little baby bottles, and then you would just put them in a gallon and be good. Like, you wouldn't have to do a ratio, but theirs was proprietary to their sprayers, right? At least that's what they said. And that was always a pain in the butt, right? Getting the ratio down. If you had a New Calgon gun versus the Viper sprayer, putting it on the right dial, like 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 0, to get the right ratio that you needed. But
I always rinse feels. Oh, I lost his other comment. Everything moved.
that's a good call. That's a good call. I can't get a hose on a.
Oh, here we go. Do you tell your guys to pull product out of a walk-in box before you clean? You might be eating more coil cleaner than you think.
Good call.
Again, we try not to. We brush the hell out of it, and we use a vacuum and clean as much as you can before you have to use cleaner. Because I even saw Adam, Wolf of HVAC, recently, and some other guys. They get those, like, because they're, what is that, like cottonwood that sometimes plugs up the condensers on like a residential. Like, you don't want to, because I've seen some people just go straight for the cleaner. I'm like, you kind of want to brush that off first before you make a mess. So
you're just caking it.
Yeah, typically we try to brush the hell out of them and vacuum and everything that we can. The only time I really use, like you said, if the evaporator, like it won't come off, then you hit it with the aerosol.
What's crazy is, man, I see all these guys that have like fur coats on condensers and stuff. I'm like, I've never seen one like that.
Me either.
And it just might be my, like, they're always like peeling off like a blanket off of these things. I'm like, where am I at?
Oh, look. Oh, the root beer from New Calgon. That's the brown one.
The root beer. See, he knew.
I've never.
Pat knew what was up.
Tried anything. I hate the blue ones so much. I don't even want anything like heavier than that.
Yeah. I think I use the Eco or Evap Co Plus, whatever, from the other one.
Oh yeah, this is true. I think we caused
It's crazy.
a lot of leaks because I tell my guys, if you use, because we have microchannels, right, and there is microchannel safe cleaner, but I'm telling them, if you can, just use water. If it doesn't look that bad, just use water. I tell them, if you're going to even hit it with a microchannel safe cleaner, you better stay until you get everything out.
Yeah, for sure. That one you did the other day, I mean, I know you did a story or a reel, just as much, like, that's just, I guess, would be normal. Like, it's just using water and all the black that just comes out of these coils. Just, I would assume it's super common.
Yeah, those are, if I was using that pump sprayer, it's from the coolers in the kitchen. So
Okay.
that's on the floor. There's a lot of foot traffic. It's gonna suck up a lot of dirt and lint. So
Mm.
on those, see, like I'm trying to train right now. All right, so I'm like, do this for this equipment, this for this kind of equipment. So for those, if the condenser's on the floor, sometimes it doesn't look dirty, but if you go in with a flashlight, there's all this dirt and dust like in between the rows and the fins and everything. Because there was
Yeah.
one that they tried to clean, or they were doing something else. I think changing out a fan motor on one of these like really small coolers, and then they left, and I got a call that it wasn't reaching temp. And when I got there, it was one of those like I hit it and I recorded it. It's on one of my videos, and it was straight black crap coming out. And I told them, I was like, even if it looks clean, just because they're so close to the floor, they're gonna be super dirty. Like every time you get a call to one, so just rinse it out.
That's it, man. Make life easy. Nailed it.
Let me see before we get off. Cottonwood is money
You-
floating in the air.
That's nice though. That's good to have like in your repertoire. Like, yeah, bro, just got to clean the coal.
Last step before
Good.
rinsing, brush it off first.
Yeah, nailed it, Mark. Shout out. Got to get Mark. Hey, I think Mark's the one. Real quick though, Mark. I don't know if he emailed you too. I don't know if he wants it addressed.
Well, you can
Mark,
tell
it's just email. I was gonna bring up the email, brother. If you want me to bring it up, I'll bring it up next time.
Bro, I'm really bad with my emails. Like this month has been so hectic. I feel bad. I'm trying to get back to
This was
everything.
a few weeks ago. I'll explain to
So
you
I might
afterwards.
have missed it if he did. I'm not sure because I haven't gone back to look.
Yeah.
I was supposed to have some meetings today. I didn't even get to that. Some of y'all have never had a top mount condensing unit under a hood, and it shows. Yeah, I've never seen that. I've seen them next to fryers.
What?
Pain
Like,
in the
well,
ass because they get all the grease. So
Well, look,
it's
let me tell
just-
you something. I had my first experience with fucking kitchen exhaust, and I'm not doing it, brother. Like, I'm done. Fuck that, dude. Like, but you know what?
Oh, yeah,
somebody else
there's-
called.
There's Mike with that. If it's a freezer like next to a fryer, those are the worst. They're always plugged up with grease.
Yeah, fuck that, dude. I'm good. Like, but like somebody was telling me, he was like, dude, you know what? You know, you could have gone over there and put that thing in like inside the controls on the side of the hood and put it in drive to see if it kicked up to high speed for 30 minutes. I'm like, so could have been something else this whole time. So I was like, I'm glad I didn't even mess with it, dude.
Yeah, you don't want to go down that rabbit hole. And then if
Oh,
something else
man.
is wrong, like the wheel, the cage, all that.
Yep. Well, that's what I was saying with the. I was like, a lot of people commented that they're like, look, dude, you could have got that motor insured, but like, who's to say like the wheel's not jacked
yeah.
up afterwards, the blade, and that's what like the way it looked like it would have happened. And by the way, if people watch the video, they don't make a power pack for that unit. They stop at a unit below that because that was a 1 horsepower motor, and I don't know how high they go up, but yeah. Yeah. Yes, Mark. All right, so look, that's what I'm talking about. Anyways, he had a postcard thing, and I was gonna say if there's people that are interested, can I tell the rest of the story, Mark? Like I don't want to just keep saying it. All right.
Oh, Rhodes gave away that tool bag. Our favorite tool
Oh, that's literally the only tool bag I use. But cool, Rhodes. I was shout out to Rhodes. I met the homie and we went to Universal. He was down here for his birthday
Cool.
and his daughter's. Their birthday's this week, sometime coming up. Shout out to the fam. But I told him that's the greatest tool bag out there. He's like, it's too stiff. The CLC's better. I said, no, it's not.
there
It's
you
my
go.
favorite. All right, cool. So if anybody wants to get involved with this, Mark's daughter is doing like they're collecting postcards from across like the country and the world maybe. And he's trying to get postcards from like every state for her project in school. And they got a few months to do the project. If anybody's interested, I got to send one out myself. Get in touch with Mark here in the chat and connect with him to be able to get some postcards from where you guys are at over to his daughter and help out. He's out there in California, so that'd be pretty cool to really help spread some love there. But
there you go.
Yeah, shout out
to Mark Morales. So that's cool. Hopefully he gets what he needs.
Yeah, like I said, if he can get as much as he needs, I mean, he's gonna get a Florida one. You know, I'm sure you got one in your repertoire there, bud.
Well, there's a ton of us from Texas. I don't know if he got one already.
Shout out E. There's
What's
E
up,
right
E?
there, bro. Right on cue.
Right before we get off.
He knew what we were doing. He knew it.
Well, I'm gonna go.
With
check
that being
this.
said,
Yeah, I'm gonna go check out this blower motor. I don't even want to do it anymore, but here we are. They said they need it tonight.
all right.
So. All right,
They're
I
closed.
appreciate you guys. Got to unwind a little bit. Next week we'll get into everything else that I wanted to. I have a list of notes here that I was like, oh, we'll get to it next time.
That's right, man. Drive safe, dude. Have a good time. Now, everybody, don't forget Christ is King, right? Am I right?
Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. On
Later.
that note, later.